What's up, herd? Today I'd like to get into the BTC charts and kind of show you where I think we're going from here, where we're at in this cycle compared to last cycle, and then let's get into the elephant ecosystem. So let's jump on into the BTC chart. All right, first I'd like to get through all of the market updates as I do on the beginning of this video. So if you need to move on after that, you can, but I'm gonna stick around and talk about the BTC chart and where we're at in this cycle, guys. First and foremost, Bitcoin, we are sitting at this just long consolidation period after hitting all-time highs at 73,435. We are just consolidating here, and I do think this is going to happen for at least another month and a half, possibly, and we'll see what happens there. But we could come down a little bit further to the downside. We could go up to the upside. But my general thesis here is that we're going to move sideways, maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower, but just generally going to crab for the next month and a half through the summer. Let's get into Ethereum. Ethereum, on the other hand, I do think is going to have a leg up because the pending ETFs, they should start trading as early as the first week in July. I've mentioned that before on this channel, and I do think that's why we're starting to see the BTC versus ETH chart, which I'll show you here, is starting to trend back up. We have a downward descending trend line on this, guys. And we are starting to break out of this, which is good to see for Ethereum. Guys like myself, I'm a big ETH guy, obviously with the name All Things EVM in my title on X and on YouTube as well. We're starting to see a breakout here, and I do expect this to go much going I think all-time highs for ETH versus BTC, are somewhere about this 0.088 mark. So we're gonna see some breakout here, I think, with the Ethereum ETFs. I think they were, stunted because BTC got their ETF soon, and we're gonna see some movement in that direction, I believe. Now let's get back into the other majors here. Let's go to BNB. BNB had this massive spike up to over $700, guys, and I'm not sure why that happened. I think this is just going to crab sideways as long as Ethereum and Bitcoin are. Now, it could react really strongly to the ETH ETFs as it is an EVM as well, so we'll see what happens there, but this is going to probably stick more with Ethereum than it is with Bitcoin, in my opinion. Let's go to Sol. Sol is coming down still, but I do think there's going to be some strong support around between 120 and 130, guys, so I'm not too concerned there. Money flow is quite low, as we talked about in the last time I made a video for this, and I expect this to bounce hard when ETH goes hard, because I think Sol is going to likely be the next ETF, so it should have some upward movement because of ETH's ETF. So next up, we have Elephants, obviously just kind of chilling down here. We haven't taken anything new out of the treasury this week, so I'm not sure if we're going to do more of that, but we'll see what happens. It could be a good time to get into Elephant, though I don't want to distract you from the elephant in the room, which is actually Trunk. And Trunk is moving up today, guys, and I love to see this money flow. This whale money flow is starting to curve back up, but I do think we could see some strong moves to the upside, as this last time this happened, we got this major move from 19 cents all the way up to 80 cents, guys. So if we have this nice curvature of the whale money flow heading into a very strong upward pattern, if this continues, guys, I'll follow up on this on Monday, but by then this could be going in Moontown, so we'll see what happens there, and I'm excited to see where this is going. The trend exhaustion is at the bottom here, which means we are likely to see a move into the opposite direction, which is going to be upward from here, as the trend exhaustion was coming down from here. We've bottomed out, and whale money flow is heading up, which is a great indicator from my trade confidence indicators here. Now let's get back into BTC, as this is what I want to talk about for sort of the rest of the video here. And may give you a little bit more elephant money info at the end if you stick around, but the majority of this is going to be talking about BTC halving and what it looked like last cycle versus this cycle. So let's zoom all the way back to last cycle, and this is essentially where we're at currently. We had the halving. The halving was in April of 2024. It was in May of 2020. So after the halving, we went sideways for a good amount of time. So I'm going to track this, and I'm going to just grab the range as well as when it started to break out, guys. So we had a 163 bars, or 163 days is on the daily timeline, and we had a move of about 40% from the bottom to the top before we started to break out. So I'm going to try to remember those. So 163 bars and 40%. I'm going to suggest that we possibly see an upside move of about up to about $80,000 to $90,000. 88,000 is what this is showing here, and by the end of September, we should be breaking out of this box here. So that's my prediction, guys. I might actually bring it as low as the lows here, as we've seen since the halving, just to give us a nice box to look forward to. And then so this will likely crab a little bit sideways, maybe come down to 56, 57 at the bottom before we head up. We have this major support trend line that we've been tracking really all since the start of the bull back in October of 23. We've been bouncing off this. We bounced off in January, and we haven't come down to it again. So I do expect it to kind of be the line in the sand before, we might crab sideways and then hit it, or we might come down really quickly here and then bounce off of it and head into our continued bull run here. But I do expect to see 80 to 90,000 before the end of the summer, guys, before we head into some serious parabolic trajectory. Lastly, before I go, guys, I want to mention that in Solend we have 65% APR on USDC, and that's APR, guys. That's not, it's auto compounded, so you're actually getting higher APYs here if you're just holding USDC inside of the trunk to USDC pool on Solend. So lend some USDC on the Solend side, guys, to get some great, pretty safe yield here. And I haven't seen USDC APRs this high on a pretty stable pool for a very long time, guys. And the great thing about it, knowing that you're in the herd and that BT is market making on this, you know that he is going to make sure there's plenty of liquidity if you need to exit this market. So sometimes utilization gets high, which means you might not, in any other protocol, you might not be able to withdraw your USDC because it's locked up by the borrowers. This is not the case with Elephant Money because we have a $4 million treasury being used to market make in this arena in particular, and BT is actively making sure that the supply APR is attractive, but also that the utilization isn't so high that you can't exit your position. So it's a liquid position making 65% APR in stable coins, and that is exceptional for a rather low risk yields. It also gives some leverage to trunk lenders that want to borrow some USDC and then buy some more trunk and leverage their position up as we head in to another move up for the trunk market. So not financial advice, guys. Do your own research on that, but like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content just like this. I'll drop a couple links in the description below. Make sure you get into our Telegram channel where we have all of the updates from our founder and dev BT. We'll pin those to the top of the Telegram so you don't miss a thing, guys. Be sure to check out next week. I'm going to do a deep dive into the futures probably Wednesday or Friday next week as I get back to my normal studio, and look forward to that. Other links in the description below include how to buy trunk on Solana, how to buy trunk on BNB. I'll also put a link to Solend for our specific pools, guys. And with that, have a great day and God bless.